if you have to do it in stealth,
We lost a lot of rich content, Jim. Oh crap.
Never mind.
That's all right. It's all here. We've all seen it and heard it. And
we lost Brother Glenroy's amazing talk. Oh man.
Never mind.
Well, when he gives Alfie an award and praises him, we'll get some of that back. Crap, because I crashed out, didn't it?
All right.
It's your fault, Jim. You should have started recording.
Before the recordings, we had our own recording, so you know we're still using the old recording.
Yes, the brain. But yeah, you know, even in stealth, you know, even because stealth is something, and you know, I appreciate that, you know, people can't always make protests and, you know, marches and what have you, because, you know, of different reasons. But, you know, but it's all about feet on street. It's all about calling it out. It's all about taking it seriously. It's all about, you know, understanding that, you know, racism is something that causes health problems. You know, it's damaging. And for those of us who have suffered it, I don't suffer it as much as some of my brothers and sisters, but that's not the point. The point is I've been a victim of it.
And Sister Epster, today when I called you, I'm literally going through that, isn't it? Literally, trade union racism is costing me my livelihood, because we had a conversation and you said, you know, there are, you know, the employer
trying to get rid of you.
Yeah,
they're doing everything they can to get rid of you. And this is something that, you know, if you're not able to fight it on your own, then, you know, it's like I'm here.
There's a collusion because trade union members are employees. I sent an email that wasn't very well written to the members. The members are obviously employees. They said they raised issues with me, and there are issues apart, you know, and I'm literally going through with it, and that's why today is a bit. Anyways, we got amazing names here. Did Sister Shamama want her son to speak? We got, maybe Brother Glenroy the legend, you could paraphrase how great you are for the recording. And Alfie, show us your face, please, please, please. And if Brother Glenhart is late, then you also give award to Sister Andrea, Brother Akish. But Brother Akish, oh, Brother Adrian is here, and that's one of your awardee. Essentially, you're awarding everybody. So.
All right, I've got to go because I've got another meeting.
Okay.
But thank you very much, and keep me posted about the next one, and hopefully I'll share that one.
Yes. We'll be organized. My employer won't get rid of me, and I won't be facing trade union racism to this level of constant exclusion. You know, they won't let me into their committees. Get in. But we're not saying you're here to be awarded, right? Bye, Sister Ebony. Sister Epster is a radio host as well, everyone. We'll post a link on the YouTube. Okay, so brother, what should we do? What should we do? Maybe we've heard Alfie. He's on the recording. Alfie, you have been awarded by Brother Glenroy. He has seen your face. He will watch the recording. Brother Adrian, wow, is that your real studio? Check that out. So Brother Glenroy is giving an award. Maybe Brother Glenroy, you want to introduce yourself to Adrian and tell him how you know Corbin and everybody else under the sun. And then Brother Adrian tells us why he's getting your award. And he's getting...
I won't do it that way, my sister, because it's not a matter that I know Corbin. It's that Corbin knows me, or Jeremy knows me, so I'm not sure. But no, we've gone back for many, many years. I was surprised how many years we've been working together, because I don't know if people remember the first Iraq war. What had happened there was that the American had tried to provoke the people into rising up, and then gave them no support, you know. So we were holding meetings to say, don't follow the American line. And if you've ever been in the House of Commons, there are some committee rooms that are what they call in the crow's nest, really about 4 flights of stairs. If you ever seen those movies where show Parliament. So I found I was there over 25 years or more with Jeremy Corbyn. So I realize my age, how old I am and how long I've been at this. But Adrian, Alfie, all you young comrades, you know, it's good to see that you're here, giving Aisha some support. I wonder, Aisha, for purpose of security, has the person on iPhone been identified yet?
No, well, glad, brother Glenroy, you are projecting black masculinity because, yo, iPhone, show your face.
Yeah, or
Not
change.
fair to spy on us. Are you brother Sahid? If you're my Muslim brother, then cool, and you're on duty or anything. But otherwise, I may have to get rid of you. I have been messaging them.
Okay. All right. I just think it's need to be said. It's not polite. If you don't know or you can't see the screen, then please check your ID and see what you're here. I just wanted to comment on the statement made earlier on by Ebony, which, you know, is correct. People sometimes say that, you know, how can I be racist when I've got black friends? And I saw a cartoon some time ago that encapsulate this, and it says that, well, it's the same way that a serial killer has friends who are still alive, you know, so you can have friends, black friends, and still be racist, just the way you could be a serial killer and have friends that are alive. So, you know, people need to understand that it isn't some sort of what's the word? Pass, not pass, there's another word for it, but, you know, it's not some kind of badge of honor simply because you associate or work with people of other ethnicity. If you are racist, that you can't be. So we need to get that across. I'm sorry, again, I was late, and I'm want to make an apology for leaving early because I have some issues here that I've got to deal with. But I'm sorry again if it's a Thursday. It really is a bit provocative. But the work you're doing is very important, and whoever iPhone is, if you're not here with good things in your mind, I hope you realize that the work that Aisha and others are doing are important work to challenge the society we live in. I know, Aisha, you think of it as trade.
And Brother Glenroy is actually Brother Akish, you know, who's taking back, and Sister Andrea, Brother Glenhart couldn't make it.
But I was saying that
He's also your awardee now. You're giving award to a lot of people. And Sister Andrea, if you want to show your face, and I know you know Brother Glenroy.
But can I just finish saying that, you know, what's happening here isn't about just trade union and fighting racism in trade union. It's about society, because we don't isolate. The trade union is not isolated from society. So the work here, people need to recognize it as we are having to address some of the issues within society. And I go back to what Jim said earlier on. I only came on just then about the fact that we are fighting capitalism as well. And if we don't see that we're somehow going to get a less racist society in an uneven society because of capitalism. So be very clear that these are twin evil that we have to fight against. So sorry about that, Andrea, Aki, and all others. You know, I wish I could stay much longer. Ian, everyone, good to see you, good to interact with you, but unfortunately, I'm tied up in some other things and I have to go. I'm happy to see you guys, happy to hear.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Brother Glenroy, they all came to see you. I said, Alfie, I'm going to show you off to Brother Glenroy. So,
thank you. He's a legend. He's a legend.
Apologies for having to duck out again. I've just got to.
We apologize for everything.
Yeah.
Good
to hear you.
Everyone.
Good. Thank you.
Amazing man. Amazing, amazing man. And I liked how everyone was showing their faces, like Sister Andrea earlier. Maybe we can hear from Sister Andrea, her proudest work, Sister Halima, her proudest activist work, because, oh no, Brother Adrian is in the queue. Brother Adrian, first of all, what a studio. Tell us your proudest trade union work. Tell us about racism. Just tell us you have been awarded, along with Alfie and Sister Andrea, award for exceptional trade unionist. Who's gone off? We don't know.
Wow.
The
I
iPhone
wouldn't.
person.
I don't know. I wouldn't say myself. Exceptional trade unionist myself. Because I never wanted to get involved with trade union work myself. To tell the truth, in the past, and I don't know. I think because I've been trying to escape LSHDM, but I haven't escaped yet. So probably that means that there's other things I need to do there, and this is one of them. Yeah, so just put a shoulder to the wheel like anybody else. And when I leave, I think I will believe having done the right thing. Yeah. So I'm not.
Yeah.
To me, being awarded for myself, I would say this is all the people who, as I said, put their shoulder to the wheel, who pushed and made the effort that we can become in-house. But the fight doesn't stop there. Still, there are some issues to be resolved, and yeah, we just continue.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of issues to be resolved, and there's been a lot of reluctance by other people within LSHTM to deal with those issues. But as you say, small steps will eventually change something. Yeah. Good. Thanks, Adrian.
That's okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you soon.
So an award will follow you. Adrian, what a studio, isn't it? Do you want to talk us through? What are these things?
No, there's nothing to talk through. It's still a work in progress.
This is actually your home, isn't it?
Huh?
This is your home.
It's my living room.
Yeah. Wow.
When it's finished, it should all be padded up and everything, and I should have a thing that comes down so it just looks like a bookshelf each side, but my screen will be behind it, my computers will be behind it, and yeah, it will just enable me to use my living room as a workspace, but not to have an ugly studio in view. So yeah, I want to do some work because there's a lot of work needed. More foam, more padding. I've got rock wool just to my left there. So yeah, lots of work to be done, but yeah, it'll be what I want, because it has to be.
Did you talk us through your in-house victory?
Wow.
Because that is something.
So much to say on the in-house victory.
And what about your stylish mom? Because what happens is I call up his mom and I'm like, she's so posh, I'm so nervous. And then she sends Adrian, and what about your fingerprint machine victory?
Oh, wow,
that was a big one.
That was a big one.
Everyone, please interact with Brother Adrian, because this is Black History Month. You know what? Your studio has celebrated Black History Month. That is Black excellence. But I want the brown woman, the idea was for me to shut up.
I would say that's black bodging, but I don't know. I'm not very good with DIY. I'm getting better. But yeah, like I said, it'll be good because I will it to be good. Just like protests, we willed it to be different. We knew that it was wrong in the first place. It never felt right to me when I came there. I was always in the Tavistock building, still am. But for that period of COVID, we all were drafted into the main building. And our presence from Tavistock building helped there in relation to the work. A lot of inconsistency in the main building, a lot of sickness, not of leave, whereas our lot are more solid. And so we added that. But coming there, learning that the fingerprint reader that had actually been there for a long time was going to be implemented in earnest, it didn't feel right. But hey, you want a job, that's what you do. You agreed to it. But it became apparent that it was only us. It was only for us, just for us alone. There were no other systems like that in the building. And so I think that was what was wrong with it. I had taken a photo of it that I was meant to have actually deleted. And when I heard about the movement, I just gave the picture, and I think that helped to solidify our claims. And I think that's what helped with that victory. And then soon after that, we had news that they wanted to implement a facial recognition system, which again would have just been for us alone. Although it's funny because I spoke about it today with one of the staffers, and there may be an issue with GDPR because potentially they would have to use data that's already collected to recognize the faces. So that means it would, although it'd be for cleaners, it would mean that they would have to have a record of all the other people in the building, etc., etc. So there might be issues with that. So hopefully in the future, this may not be a thing, but we'll see, because with our pass cards, they know where we are in the building at what time and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm just doing what everyone else would do.
Also, Brother Adrian, trade union racism, my favorite obsession. Tell us about it. Because we worked with IWGB, and also positivity, hearing about you and Sabah, is trade union ultimately.
Wow. I'm not sure I can add to the trade union racism conversation. Collaboration, more so, yeah, I can, in relation to Sabah and myself, and workshops, which is what I do away from LSHM. I do art workshops with a friend who had been helping me learn the ropes, which has become a paid role, which is cool. Because the plan was, or still is, to go back to university and study a PGC, but we'll see. I don't know. It'd be more debt to laden myself with, so I'm not sure.
Adrian, you're short selling yourself. You went to the same institution as Marcus. You say the institution.
Yeah, it's a very good political institution, good with history, research university. So yeah, there is a lot to
What's the name again?
Say about that university.
What's the name again?
Birkbeck. So they're actually celebrating 200 years next year. I just got an alumni message just earlier that I was reading on the way back here. So yeah, I'm many things. One of them is artist. So yeah, I'm gonna get out there soon, and the workshop with Sabah will, that will be the start of hopefully many collaborations and me doing stuff away from the stuff I do with my boss. So yeah.
Also, I don't think we're identifying her as such, but Sol, that was another friendship through, another research fellow friendship, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah, I would say probably the friendship could still be there, but I think she's
a mum now.
She left she's a mum. Fantastic, because I know.
And she got married.
All that stuff, and
she got married as well. Yeah, well done.
Exactly. Yeah, she got a husband, and so yeah, cool. Yeah, I think she probably would still be there now, but I think she left the group a few months ago. But I think it's because she no longer found herself in the struggle.
Anyway, she ain't Black history. She's a Spanish white woman. So let's move on. So we're talking trade union racism or Black history celebration. Yeah. I think let's go to Sister Halima, because she has been doing Black Muslim activism today. And then definitely got to go back to Andrea Gilbert, Sister Andrea Gilbert, and her achievements, because she has been awarded. So, you know, we want to hear her achievements. So that's the order. Is that okay, Jim?
Sure. I have to go in at 10 o'clock, but I would love to hear Halima and Andrea. If you're, yeah.
She's at a rally. In which case, we got a choice. Yeah, Sister Andrea and then Brother Akish got to have some words. So, yeah, Sister Andrea, yay.
Yeah, I guess for me, the biggest achievement that I've done this year is getting on the research team with Crisis to now do a report on race and homelessness. So I'm working with like Black people across the country. Cool. And yeah, we're going to be working on this piece of research to find out people's experiences in homelessness and yeah, what they how they've been treated and the impacts it's had on them. So yeah, and obviously like just going on a protest and working with other amazing activists as well to keep on fighting for so many different issues that I've supported.
That's fantastic.
We can wrap it up, Brother Jim. Yeah, why not? I never called Jim Brother Jim. Maybe with one or two. Yeah, Jim, I said I wanted to out you. Can we do that? Can we talk a bit about your background? Because why have we got a white chair? But obviously you weren't the chair for the black part. Can we, I don't know, what do you want to say about, do you feel any pride, quite a haphazard presenting a Black History Month event? I mean, you weren't our chair for the award.
All I can say is that for a long time, I would never have dreamt of doing this, and I was never aware of the diversity and the skills and the knowledge and the cultures which were different from this, because I was brought up as a, you know, in fact, in that area before the end of the empire, I would have been a sort of like an imperialist. I would have been one of those people who would have been thinking that they are privileged and powerful and they can do anything. It's only through the awareness that came in the last few years that I've started to think, well, that's not, you know, my life is not the only life. My culture is not the only life, culture. My religion, my class is not the only thing. And the idea that we can work together to create a better society. Although I've been in the trade union for 30 odd years, I've never actually been aware of that diversity and what we can do to fight racism, fight the other intersectionalities which are discrimination against vulnerable and disadvantaged people. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud that I've met Aisha and I've helped to understand.
No, Jim, it was more about your connection to Africa, your connection, your family connection. Would you feel comfortable talking about that?
The fact that I mean, you get married to someone and you get married to someone because you love them, but that doesn't mean to say you understand everything in the culture, and that requires a bit more effort. And again, having children who are biracial means that you realize some of the issues they go through, although I never really understood exactly what that is, but they did come across, as Alfie has said, that discrimination.
Show us your nice hair in your face.
Yeah.
I could get done for harassment.
Yeah, and that's all part of, you know, being fighting for the rights of other people, I think, and that's what I would say is necessary now. Okay, that's as far as.
Brother Akish, few words and then we end, and I think that's good for all of our health to end on time, and maybe from Ian as well. Brother Akish, one quick liner and your wonderful face.
Yeah, sorry, got a lot of noise here. I think maybe I got kids with me. It's too a little bit Let me see.
Mommy, I can shout out the shower.
Your face, brother.
Those
Yeah.
are great voices. Those are great voices, Akish.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. It's a very great day today. It's a Black Month. Is all of us, we are celebrating it. Yeah, as I will actually miss some point of brother Gilroy. I've just given him a tribute. He did very well. I think Sister Alima is there. Alima is just I can remember is a grand mother name, a name called Alima for my dad's side, for my dad's side, yeah. So thank you, everyone who is there. Thank you very much. Yeah. So actually, what we want to point out here is trade union, which is a very important for people working, whether in the departments or in the ministry or in the industry, and this is where minority rely on. So if they find out that those people that are not taking their issues or their problem properly another way, so they can't go nowhere, because as you know, here in the United Kingdom, people who does not have money, they cannot take the lawyer. Lawyer is very expensive. If you want to sue somebody, if someone discriminating you, someone dismiss you at work unlawful, is very hard. So what we want to do, we need to, if a trade union is disformed, we need to reform it in a good way. How to reform it? We need, as a minority, we need to work very hard. And if you are a minority at workplace and you think that the way they treat you good than your brother or your sister, this is wrong, because next time you're gonna come to you, So, and I know I'm not saying that all our white people are racist. That would be a wrong way to say that. There are some great people outside there who are always speaking out about racism, and especially at workplace, So we need to work very hard. Wherever you are, work very hard. Just join your colleagues, fight for discrimination at work, fight for any kind of any kind of form which is it's not good for everyone, especially like discrimination, racism, Islamophobia, all those kind of things, which is dividing people at work, So that is not good. So wherever you are, just think that you want to reform the way people look like there, Work very hard, as usually your manager like it, but also look out about other people who are always they're looking for or because of their majority, they can just say whatever they want to say. Either if you are Black, you're white, you are Asian, just speak out. Don't let all those kind of evil words to just be there at the workplace. So we need to fight.
Brother, sorry about this. Union. Just to cut you, we've talked about those, but something new, I guess, today is Black Celebration, because Brother Adrian came as a consultant to help you with your election, and you said stuff you to Unison, trying to get on the committee. You went for the top council, and now you're going to be going to graduation ceremonies, and your life is that. And I guess this is actually proper celebration. This is
actually
celebration.
Forget to put it that thing. Because some of my colleagues saw me working very hard. Maybe is the way I can speak differently, but obviously I'm not saying I'm not proud of myself. I work very hard. I was fight for everyone. I fought for people coming in the house in King College. I was there in the front line. Sometimes I leave my children, as you can hear them now. Just go there. My wife sometimes very upset, but I said, no, I want to fight for other people also, not for you, for our life here, for other people. I did it. But when I did a campaign about be a member, council board, so some managers, directors, I compete with them. Some of them been there for 20 years, 30 years. I overwon them. I won the election. So it was a surprise to me. Why should I win election? But people see my work, people need action. Yeah, you might be good and writing or sitting down and talking, but you need to have a physical action. Go there, being physically telling people what is right, what is wrong. Yeah, and I was fighting for every individual human being there, whether you're black or you're white or you're Asians. And some of our colleagues now very, very happy now. They have a permanent job. They can go to a mortgage. Yeah, no one can tell them you're working with an agency. Now it's a permanent job. They're working permanently. And whether in a security state facilities, some staff who were working agents, professional staff, or securities, all of them now, some of them get a permanent job. Why? Because me and some of my colleagues, we fought for that. And that is, I can remember now, I can remind you my backside that this is a reward from those people. They're electing me to be there. So I really appreciate that. And it is very important for today, Black History Month. And I don't forget that. I will never, ever forget that, you know. So I'm really proud of all those who elected me. I told them before, I'm ready. I take all your word, I take all your ability, I take all your problem, if there is, take it forward. I will not shy to talk it to at front of people who think that they're untouchable. They are human beings. We are human beings. So no one ever less than other, whether color you look like, or the way you look like, or your name look like. No, all of us, we are human beings. If we believe that we are human beings, so it means that we need to fight those people who have evil ideas.
Okay, brother, Jim,
everywhere. Thank you very much. I can
10 o'clock. Jim, I'm literally going to say one-liner. This is a historic event because UCU, SOAS, has co-hosted this, believe it or not. The fact that UCU co-hosted this means they're going to pay for Brother Akish, Sister Andrea, Brother Adrian, Alfie's awards to be produced, and they're going to have Brother Glenroy, the legend, presented by, and if Brother Glenn Hart will definitely feel confident, we'll put his name as the awardee and printed it on the award and give it to Sister Gilbert because she's the recipient of his award. She came because Brother Glenn Hart, the first RMT Black president, was going to be a Black officer, was going to be here, and he couldn't make it here. Sister Andrea is because he's got a case he's working on, and he was already traveling from Doncaster because he's already, of course, doing a case representing someone. Okay, all I wanted to say is UCU, that is a historic thing for us. A prestigious university has co-hosted us, and everyone's gone, Jim's gone, that's okay. But that significance of that means, why are they not here? Because I called them racist. And why am I not feeling great is because they've been racist towards me. And why am I going through difficulties? Because they have complained to management about me, which is legit on many levels, but it is also, it's interlinked. It's interlinked. And what the complaints they have done is of, I don't know what to say. They said, they are concerned about my welfare because I wrote the email with, you know, angry words and stuff. Adrian, you're used to my angry emails, aren't you? So they said they're concerned about my mental health welfare. And I think they don't care, racists don't care, but they cost you your mental health and then they complain about you. And then it you know, management get involved and they say, because management are part of the union and the union is part of the management and senior people are part of the management. And if you want to use emails and put things in large fonts, maybe don't do it again. So dear SOAS UCU, I won't be calling you racists again, and I won't be sending any angry emails. And thank you so much for at least not objecting, because if they objected, your awards wouldn't be made. Maybe Brother Adrian, we could look into you producing those awards in your thingy. You produce the invoice, you give it to them. I never like handling money. And that would be the perfect. Sister Andrea, brother, what do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? Investing. Oh my God, you know, RMT, it was all about getting money in off the union and investing into the community. What do you think, Sister Andrea? And I'm going to now, you know.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say on it, to be honest. Like,
Brother Adrian produces sculptures, your award.
Oh, yeah, go for it then. Like,
show us your face.
Yeah, go for it then if he's up for it, innit, I guess.
Yeah.
You want me to make a designer award, you mean?
Yeah.
Sis, show us the face if you can.
That's
You're
fine.
looking good today.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. Just give me a time scale.
When
Give
do you
me
want your
time.
award
Take
by?
time to.
Sister Andrea, when do you want your award by?
Oh no. Well, look, he knows what he's doing. Whenever he's ready, innit? He'll let us know.
Okay.
Okay, let's all show us our face. I know Sister Halima can't, but
Yeah.
everybody, and then we go because it's celebration of Black faces and brown faces too.
Sorry, the light's in the wrong place, so you can't see me that well.
It's all right, brother Adrian. You know, I recently had to have some photos taken because I need.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Right, take care.
That's not about colorism, but yeah, take care, everyone. Bye. Big thank you to
Yeah, bye.
everyone who sleeps well.
We're seeing
Bye,
you all.
brother Kish. Bye, brother Adrian. And Assalamu alaikum, Sister Halima. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. Greetings. Black History Month, done, sorted. Black Muslim, Black Sudanese, Black British Caribbean, and political Black organizer,
Yep, Caribbean, that means native.
native.
Yes, we named ourselves what we are. So it tells you.
That's been amazing. And you know what? I didn't speak of you just because that is Black excellence. That is just well done. This is your living room. So you got rid of the turquoise. And what happened to your paintings?
I've still got that, but I just that's that wall over there. It's just very messy. You can't see all the mess.
Ooh, this was like, whoa, what
It's-
is that? So
it's
yeah, our award, you saw
like
us.
velvet.
It's gonna pay you, brother Adrian,
Velvet
while
not-
they didn't bother attending. Yeah,
Sorry?
you saw us. You saw us, didn't bother attending. But never mind. They're gonna be paying you. Because at least the lovely white people and any racist, at least the racist people did not object. And of course, you saw us will have racists because we live in a racist society, isn't it?
Well, that is true.
And IWGB was racist.
But I
Islam.
think a lot of it is in some part. Some of it is known. Some of it is subliminal. So they don't really know it's there. They don't really know that
They
they're
do.
being
I
racist.
told them they're racist. So now they know.
Well, let them
They
talk with
won't
me
let me
about
into their
money.
committee. They won't let me into their committee. So as UCU committee, I'm coming. Sister Aisha is here. And thank you very much for celebrating Black History Month. And I don't know, somebody sent a spy, whoever the iPhone spy is, you better shut up. Bye.
Bye.